Hey and welcome to the Daily Man United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Man United confirmed Wout Weghorst shirt number ahead of likely debut versus Crystal Palace. Manchester United have confirmed that a new signing Wout Weghorst will wear the number 27 shirt ahead of his potential debut against Crystal Palace on Wednesday. The Netherlands international recently joined from Burnley on loan for the rest of the season, and he was involved in his first training session on Sunday afternoon. United have now confirmed that the Dutchman has been allocated the number 27 shirt, previously worn by the likes of Gary Neville, Sylvester, and Fellaini. Weghorst was not registered in time to make the squad for the Manchester derby, but could be involved at Selhurst Park, where Erik ten Hag could rotate his players. United's stunning comeback win over City at Old Trafford has strengthened their top 4 grip. They are now 5 points ahead of 5th place Tottenham Hotspur, with a game in hand. The club now have the opportunity to extend the advantage by beating Palace on the road on Wednesday. Spurs have a tough encounter at Manchester City 24 hours later. Weghorst could be handed his United debut off the bench against Patrick Vieira's side before making his first start against runaway leaders Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium this weekend. His high pressing could be very useful versus the Gunners, who are still prone to making the odd defensive mistake when opponents tend to close them down in the final third. Weghorst, who is United's second signing of the January transfer window after Jack Butland, should provide a different dimension to the attack with his physical and aerial presence. Raphael Varane says Manchester United can mount title charge and there is an obvious tactic to be successful. When it comes to winning trophies, very few current players in modern football are better equipped to impart advice than Raphael Varane. Varane has experienced World Cup success and a near miss with France, along with 4 Champions League titles with Real Madrid and 3 La Liga titles. Manchester United are currently on the periphery of the title mix this season, sitting 4th, 1 point off second, albeit with a long way to go, 20 games left to play. Just to be in the conversation for the title was unthinkable before the season and impossible after 2 games, so to discuss it, even ambitiously, is a pleasant feeling. Speaking following Manchester United's 2-1 win over rival City, Varane told The Athletic that he is not getting ahead of himself. However, he did not want to rule out the possibility of United winning a record 21 title, especially when confidence right now is high. He admits the Premier League is as competitive as the Champions League, with the demands unlike anything he has experienced before. Varane added that he is confident that United have improved the defensive side of the game and now believes that it will be the team's attackers who will be the difference between title success and falling short. Varane is right that Manchester United will require some individual magic in attack to go on and win trophies. His success was achieved in a Real Madrid side with peak Cristiano Ronaldo scoring goals relentlessly, helping to clinch trophies, but it is a two-way street. One of Sir Alex Ferguson's famous quotes was, "Attack wins you games, defense wins you titles." United's defense has been hugely improved under Erik ten Hag. The goal conceded against City at the weekend was the first Premier League goal against United at Old Trafford since the Arsenal game in September. United won both matches. Some would say that is title-winning defensive form. It's no secret that United's attack has been the weaker aspect of the team's play this season. Anthony Martial is too brittle and has come to injury again in the face of a tough fixture schedule. The recent addition of Wout Weghorst can make a big difference, but it's the quality players around him who will be expected to provide the spark if United are going to win silverware. Man United have already found answer for a problematic position with Aaron Wan-Bissaka's resurgence. Manchester United have found their solution for the right-back department following resurgence of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. The 25-year-old was out of favour under manager Erik ten Hag before the World Cup, and he made just 1 substitute appearance for 4 minutes. There were claims that Wan-Bissaka could be offloaded in January, but the scenario now looks different with his superb run of form in recent weeks. Dalot's injury at the World Cup paved the way for Wan-Bissaka to become a regular under Ten Hag, and he has certainly made the most of his chances. The former Crystal Palace graduate had a terrific start against Burnley in the Carabao Cup, where he delivered a stunning sliding assist for Christian Eriksen's goal. Wan-Bissaka has not made another goal contribution, but he has put in some solid defensive displays. In the derby, he showed probably one of his best. The right-back won all 7 of his ground duels attempted while winning 4 tackles. Offensively, he completed 100% of his long balls, 2 out of 2, and take-ons, 3 out of 3. In our view, he was an unsung hero in the derby win. The 18 million euros rated star almost had the perfect game. The only drawback was his failure to spot Jack Grealish's run for City's goal. United have been regularly linked with right-back options in recent months, and the trend has continued in January with the claims that they want to sign Celtic's Josip Juranovic. Wan-Bissaka still has room for improvement with his offensive play, but United should keep him until this summer to assess whether he can get better under Ten Hag's guidance. Dalot should be the regular starter for United when fit, but Wan-Bissaka is a quality deputy to have in the squad. The club already has an answer for their problematic position. Nottingham Forest boss Steve Cooper provides the first impression on extent of Dean Henderson injury. Nottingham Forest manager Steve Cooper is fearful that Dean Henderson faces a spell on the sidelines after the goalkeeper suffered a muscle injury against Leicester City. The 25-year-old, who is spending the 22-23 campaign on loan at the City ground from Manchester United, picked up a thigh injury during Forest's 2-0 home win against the Foxes. The one-time England international managed to complete the game, but he was seen grimacing throughout the closing stages after injuring himself while taking a goal kick at the start of injury time. After picking up a crucial 2-0 win against Brendan Rodgers' King Power Stadium side, Cooper's immediate concern was on discovering the extent of Henderson's injury. Speaking via The Athletic, Cooper said, "My first impression is that it's not good, but scans will tell us more and give us more clarity over the next day or two. We will have to see how that goes. It's a muscle injury. We believe in this thigh, but we will find out more in the coming days." Henderson had kept a second consecutive Premier League clean sheet and his 6th of the season following the shootout against Forest East Midlands rivals. Only Ederson 7, Aaron Ramsdale 8, David De Gea 8 and Nick Pope 10 have registered more clean sheets than Henderson in the top flight so far this season. Depending on the extent of Henderson's muscle injury, it's highly likely that the Manchester United academy graduate will miss some games for Forest. Although his parent club won't allow him to feature against Erik ten Hag's Red Devils in the Carabao Cup semi-finals, Henderson's injury could well have ruled him out of the two-legged last four tie anyway. Manchester United to battle Arsenal and Newcastle for Victor Osimhan. Manchester United could be set to go head-to-head with Arsenal and Newcastle for the signing of Napoli striker Victor Osimhan. That's according to a report from Area Napoli, who claimed that a fierce battle lies ahead for the 24-year-old striker's signature with United, Arsenal and Newcastle, all keen to bring him to the Premier League. The bad news for all three clubs is that Napoli owner Aurelio De Laurentiis will allegedly demand a whopping €150 million, £130 million of the Nigeria international forward. Erik ten Hag brought Wout Weghorst to Old Trafford this month, but we all know that is very much a stopgap signing. The addition of a world-class number 9 will be the main priority for the Dutchman in the summer transfer window, and it seems as though the United boss has his eye on one man in particular. The Red Devils want to sign Napoli hitman Victor Osimhan, as do Arsenal and Newcastle, so Ten Hag's task clearly won't be an easy one, and the 24-year-old won't come cheap either. The thing is, the Nigerian might well be the man who fires Manchester United back to glory on all fronts, so he could be worth the massive £130 million fee in the long run. It's also worth noting that Osimhan is out of contract with Napoli in the summer of 2025, so the Serie A side will surely have to lower their demands for him. Whatever happens though, Ten Hag should be going all out to get the signing of the Napoli forward over the line. Described as an explosive striker by The Sun, Osimhan is one of the very best around. He racked up an impressive 18 goals and 6 assists in 33 games for Napoli last season. This term, he has 12 goals and 4 assists in 14 Serie A games to his name. The Nigerian possesses blistering pace and is extremely strong. He is good in the air and would act as a superb focal point for Manchester United's attacking play. £130 million is obviously a massive fee for Manchester to splash out on the striker. As mentioned earlier though, they may well be able to pick him up for less than that amount, and if Ten Hag manages to bring Osimhan to Old Trafford in the summer, United will be in a great position to mount an assault on the Premier League and the Champions League. Manchester United among several clubs interested in signing Ajax forward Mohammed Kudus. Manchester United are one of the several clubs interested in acquiring the services of Ajax Amsterdam star and Ghana international Mohammed Kudus. The 22-year-old has been in fine form in the current campaign for the Eredivisie outfit this season. In 22 appearances for the Amsterdam-based club, the forward has found the back of the net 10 times and has provided 2 assists. Speaking to Give Me Sport, journalist Dean Jones revealed Kudus was one of the names on the Red Devils list. However, the Old Trafford side will have to fend off competition for his signature. He said, "I have been really impressed with the fact that some of the names Ten Hag put to them, United, from almost day one, have done very well so far in this season. Kudus is a player obviously now attracting attention from other clubs too, so it's definitely one to look at for the summer." The Ghana international joined Ajax in the summer of 2020 after a couple of campaigns under Erik Ten Hag, where he was mostly a squad player. The 22-year-old has become the main man for the Eredivisie outfit this season. Kudus' current contract with the Amsterdam-based club expires in the summer of 2025. United have earlier linked with a move for the youngster to bolster the number 9 position. The 22-year-old shone for his nation at the 2022 World Cup. In Qatar, the Black Stars put up a valiant effort. However, they were unable to get past the group stages. Kudus is an exciting player who has the potential to be a superstar. It's no surprise that many sides are eyeing his signature. Therefore, it remains to be seen whether United are the ones who will be successful in getting a deal done for the Ghanaian with Ajax. Sir Jim Ratcliffe is ready to table a formal bid for Manchester United ownership. According to Football Insider, Sir Jim Ratcliffe is still interested in a bid to take over the ownership at Manchester United. He could present a formal offer in the coming days. Ratcliffe has been a lifelong United supporter and was in the running for Chelsea's ownership before Todd Bowley took over the reins, but he has shown of having the financial capacity to run a football club. It's claimed that Britannia's richest man could send a bid in the region of £8 billion to the Glazers family, although some suggest that £4 billion could be enough to convince the Glazer to give up their ownership after 18 years. The Glazers' ownership has been nothing but turmoil for the club and has brought down the standards of the institution to a level no one would have anticipated. On top of that, our rivals in Manchester City, Chelsea and now Newcastle have been spending cash to support the club on field rather than take money out of the club. Over the past 18 years, the Glazers have taken over £1 billion worth of dividends from the club and are the only owners in the Premier League to adopt such a practice. After numerous fan protests and the criticism from all over with regard to the functioning of the ownership adding to the extra financial pressure that is required to be at the top of the football pyramid, the family is ready to sell its ownership at a fee acceptable to them. Many speculate a full sale of the ownership by the first financial quarter of 2023, and hence the coming days would give us a better idea of the direction in which the club is headed. I will be uploading daily Man United news show, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.